Hello there, YouTube. SilentFan85 here, also known as Kenny in real life. I wanted to share something with you. It's kind of part of the vlog where I get down to a deep issue. I haven't really done it in a while, so I figured I'd share it with you, and maybe, just maybe, it'll help better you a little bit, or maybe somebody around you that you can share it with. I know it helps me when I share it with myself, which is a tool I use to reiterate to myself about how special I am or about how awesome I am, because it's important to remember that in everyday life, because the world is constantly trying to bring you down. The world's constantly trying to defeat you, and at a core, it's trying to kill you, because that's where our survival comes in deep down. We, as human beings, over time, have learned to adapt and survive. In a lot of ways, not just in the natural world with poisons and everything, but inside. We have that survival instinct that helps us to keep going on. And I think that's where part of the human ego kind of came in and gave us an edge over the other life around us. But again, part of my practice is in everyday life, because I'm not the most clean-cut guy. I'm not the richest guy. I don't have a rich family. I don't have, a lot. Honestly, I don't really have a lot to fall back on, aside from what I have in my life, which is the love of a great girl, the love of a great family, the love of her family, a few good friends, a job, a truck, the simple things in life. I've never been one of these extravagant guys. I've never tried to be a poser. I've never tried to just, be more than what I am. And I think that's what really keeps me honest in who I am. And when you look at me, you see different things. You may see a guy that, is just really enjoys making videos and really sharing his opinions. Or if you see me for the first time, you might think, well, this guy is kind of awkward, maybe a little off. But when I talk to you, it may seem like maybe, I'm just kind of going with life and just kind of going through the motions. It's hard to say. I can't read what other people think of me, and I can't read body language. That's one of my downfalls when it comes to interacting with people, is that I'm not good at recognizing sometimes what people really want out of me, or what they think of me. And to me, that is a strength. It's also a type of ignorance, but it's also a strength, because it allows me to not have to worry about it, for the most part. There have been times when I do worry about it. I worry about what people may think of me, but really just more of the important people that actually matter. And encounters in my job, because that's a part of retail and customer service. You want to be presentable and just look like a decent worker, at the minimum. So there's that to it. But what I really wanted to get at is that in the end, we're all mortal. We all go through life, no matter what our circumstances, no matter how much money we have, no matter how much experience we have, or who we fire, who we hire, if we have a job, if we don't have a job, if we're on the streets, if we have an 18-room mansion, we're all still human. We all still need to eat. We all still need to breathe. We all still need to drink. We all still need to love. We all still need to feel that we are special in some way, because that's part of the human condition. And it's really important to remember that, because if we don't, then we lose our humanity. It's it's a part of being human. And I would say, for folks that don't say they need any of that, then you're not really truly in touch with yourself, or I'd have to say there's something wrong somewhere, because some of the greatest joys in life is knowing love, is knowing you're human, and realizing your own mortality and your own downfalls, knowing your limits. And sometimes you can press those limits beyond what they were set in you before you realized them. But at the same time, it's, again, fun being human because we can imagine, we can create, we can express ourselves verbally, physically, through video, through this technology, through what I'm talking to you now. This video may be seen by somebody in China or in Africa, and they don't know me. They don't know who I am, but they know deep down that I'm a human with emotions. I'm one of them. I'm one of you, and you are one of me. We're all the same, and a lot of times in the world we forget that. We again, going back to the ego, which on one end is a good survival technique. It's helped us to get to where we are. On the other end, it can be a bad thing because it gives us this bloated sense of we're better than everybody else. But when you get down to it, you take away the money, you take away the house, you take away the car, you take away the armies, you take away the votes, you take away just everything in your life. You, just like everybody else, have to eat, have to drink, have to breathe oxygen to survive. And you have to think for yourself. But you're also still a part of the human race, no matter how far you think you are apart from it. And I think that's one really good lesson to remember. I was just inspired to create the video. It was in my mind, and I wanted to talk about it, and it's something I try to keep up here and in here. Because it helps. So I hope it helps you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you soon.